Chang'an, the great capital of Shaanxi, has been the imperial seat of many dynasties. Since the times of the Zhou, Qing, and Tang dynasties, it has remained a city of emperors. The flowers of the three provinces bloom like bouquet, while 8 rivers flow around the city. There are 36 streets lined with blossoming willows and 72 towers filled with music and dance. From the perspective of the world map, Chang'an is the foremost city in the world, truly a place of extraordinary beauty and grandeur. At present, the Emperor Taizong of the Great Tang Dynasty has ascended the throne, changing the reign title to Longji Jingguan. It is now the 13th year of his reign, corresponding to the year 639 AD. Let us not speak of the heroes who guard the empire or the extraordinary talents who expand its borders. Now, beyond the city of Chang'an, along the banks of the Jing River, there lived 2 wise men. One was a fisherman named Zheng Xiao, the other was a woodcutter named Li Jing. Though neither had passed the imperial examinations, both were scholars and reclusive gentlemen of nature. One day, after selling their firewood and fish in Chang'an, they entered a tavern to drink. Half drunk, they each carried a jug of wine and strolled leisurely along the Jing River on their way home. Zheng Xiao sighed and said, "Brotherly, I see those who chase after fame perish because of it. Those who fight for profit lose their lives for it. Those who receive official rank sleep as if embracing a tiger, while those who gain imperial favor walk as if carrying a snake in their sleeve. When I think it over, none of them compare to us, dwelling amidst the beauty of mountains and rivers, free and unburdened, content with simplicity and living according to fate." Li Jing nodded, saying, "Brother Zhang, your words hold truth. However, while your waters are beautiful, they cannot compare to my green mountains." Zheng Xiao countered, "Your green mountains are not as beautiful as my flowing waters. I have a poem in the form of butterfly loves flowers, Zai Lian Hua, to prove it." These 2 engaged in a poetic debate, each praising their own way of life. The fisherman extolled the bounty of the river, describing fresh fish, turtles, shrimp, and water plants, while the woodcutter countered with the richness of the mountains, boasting of wild game, fruits, and fragrant herbs. They continued their exchange with different poetic forms, the fisherman highlighting the freedom of drifting on misty waters, selling fish in Chang'an, and sleeping soundly on his boat, while the woodcutter praised the tranquility of his mountain cottage, gathering firewood at his own pace, and drinking wine beneath pine trees. The debate culminated in vivid imagery of the river's golden reeds and starlit waters versus the mountain's fallen leaves, wild vines, and rustic firewood, each man steadfast in his belief that his life was the more fulfilling one. Their poetic exchange continues, celebrating a peaceful and reclusive life. As they walked, they reached a fork in the road and bid each other farewell. Zheng Xiao said, "Brotherly, take care on your journey. Be cautious when climbing the mountain, watch out for tigers. If danger befalls you, I fear tomorrow the streets will be missing a dear friend." Hearing this, Li Jing was enraged. "You scoundrel! A true friend would share life and death, yet you dare to speak of fortune? If I were to encounter a tiger and perish, then may you be swallowed by a great wave." Zheng Xiao laughed and replied, "I shall never be swept away by the river." Li Jing scoffed, "The heavens are unpredictable, and misfortune can strike at any time. How can you be so sure?" Zheng Xiao said, "Unlike you, I have foresight. My work on the water is indeed dangerous, but I have a method to ensure safety. Li Jing asked, what method do you speak of? The water is treacherous and full of hidden dangers. Yuan Shou explained, you do not understand. In the city of Chengyan, on Ximen Street, there is a fortune teller. Every day, I bring him a golden card, and in return, he secretly gives me an omen. His predictions are unfailingly accurate. Just today, he told me to cast my net on the eastern side of Jing River Bay and draw my line from the western bank. If I follow his guidance, I will return with a bountiful catch. Tomorrow, I shall sell my fish in the city, buy wine, and meet you again. After parting ways, Zhang Xiao continued on his journey, unaware the river patrol demon from the Jing River Water Palace had overheard his words. Alarmed, the demon rushed back to report to the Dragon King. Disaster! Disaster! The demon cried. The Dragon King asked, what misfortune had befallen us? The demon recounted, as I patrolled the riverbanks, I overheard two men talking. The fisherman spoke of a fortune teller in Chengyan's West Day who receives a golden carp each day and provides secret prophecies. He claims that every prediction is 100% accurate. If this is true, our water-dwelling kin will soon be caught without end. Helping me maintain the grandeur of our water realm will uphold your mighty dominion. Enraged, the Dragon King grasped his sword, ready to storm into Chengyan and punish the fortune teller. However, his advisors, the Dragon Sons, shrimp ministers, crab officials, and wise fish counselors, quickly intervened. One of them advised, my lord, please calm your anger. As the saying goes, rumors overheard should not be trusted immediately. If you march into the city in a fury, summoning clouds in vain, you may alarm the citizens of Chengyan and invite the wrath of the heavens. You possess the ability to transform at will. Why not take the form of a scholar and investigate as freely? If such a fortune teller truly exists, you may punish him at your leisure. If not, you will have evaded unjust harm. The Dragon King heeded this advice, sheathed his sword, and refrained from summoning vain. Instead, he emerged onto the riverbank and transformed into a dignified scholar. Dressed in a flowing white veil, he possessed an imposing aura, exuding grace and nobility. His footsteps were steady, his demeanor composed, his speech filled with Confucian wisdom, and his manners refined like those of the ancient Zhou dynasty. Wearing a jade-colored gown and a casual scholar's cap, he strolled toward Chengyan's west gate, lunging seamlessly into the crowd. There, he found a bustling marketplace, where people eagerly discussed fortunes. Some spoke of how birth signs affected destiny, others debated astrological influences. The Dragon King spotted a fortune-telling stall and approached. Inside, the walls were adorned with elegant calligraphy and paintings of sages, and above read, Master of Divine Predictions, Yuan Shou Cheng. This man was none other than Yuan Shou Cheng, uncle of the famed astronomer Yuan Tiangang, a master of astrology and divination. Thus began the Dragon King's fateful encounter with the seer whose prophecy would shake the heavens.